for your cousin and that this text message is not about food. Madison, you and Alan played a game to help build intimacy, but it took a left turn. Let's take a look at that.
When we first got married, I had a lot of different assumptions of who you were and what you might like and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, and elaborate.
The word that I'm going to use is not right. I just can't think of anything else.
Okay.
So don't take offense to this.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Like, transactional? I mean, when you're out on the dance floor, you know, you're sticking your ass. I got the young party girl demeanor, I guess.
Demeanor? I'm just dancing on the dance floor at my wedding. Like you act like I'm on a pole with my out or something. Like.
So, how was it watching that on tonight's episode?
Ooh, sorry. It's hard. Rewatching it back, like I know exactly how I'm feeling in that moment. And I feel like as I've gotten older, I've had to deal with a lot more criticism in my job and going out, and a lot of beautiful women do. And I think the word transactional is really what like triggered me. I was like, like it was just very heartbreaking for me because of just things that I've experienced in my past. Like I've had men say that I'd act the way that I would if I had daddy's money. I'm like, excuse me? I got a job when I was 14 years old. Like, you don't know anything about me, where I come from, or what I've had to work for to get to where I'm at.
I get that it hurts. Tell me what happens after this.
So he comes back from taking Luffy out, and I leave.
Where do you go?
I went and called my girlfriend, and then I went and hung out with some friends, and I was out for a while. I think I came back at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Do you see how that doesn't really help either?
I agree, and I know 2 wrongs don't make a right. I get it, and...
Because if you don't want someone to see you as a party girl, and I get you being upset by that, but then in turn your response is to go out, how is that helping you all work through the situation?
I agree, but I don't, because I'm not going to a club, shaking my ass and doing all of these things. Having a couple of beers at a bar, is that partying?
I hear you, but whether you're shaking your booty or not, it's still 2 o'clock in the morning, you're retreating after having this disagreement and leaving. Just how you want him to understand where you are and how it's made you feel, are you extending him that same grace when you then go out to 2 o'clock in the morning after this experience? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, what do you think? I'll go to you, David, first. What do you think of this moment between...
Hearing that, it hits home. It may trigger something. And sometimes women do get perceived like that, and that hurts. So, and it's a tough moment. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And I don't think Alan meant any intention on that, but it's a tough situation.
Juan, what do you think of this situation?
Yeah, I agree with David. I think there was no ill intent. But at the same time, I look at Madison. She's a beautiful woman. She's got a lot going for herself. And, the stereotypical thing to do is to say, assume that, she got to where she is because of, the way she looks or, but at the same time, so, I can see that it would hurt because, it takes away from, all the hard work and achievements that you've really worked for and made on your own, and especially, that's, Alan's her husband, and that's the person that's supposed to be her biggest fan.
I think Alan's a great person, and, both of them said, I don't think anything he said was out of malintent. It's just one of many times where, we have a really good night, and then something happens.
Okay. Well, Madison, despite this hiccup, you and Alan do have good communication. So I'm hopeful that you'll be able to move past this.